Welcome back to Just Talking Love.
Welcome back. Just to remind you that you're listening to Just Talking Love, broadcasting from Newstalk 93 FM, right here on the beautiful Warner campus of the University of the West Indies in Kingston, Jamaica.
Now, if you should use that money for proper purposes, would we have this poverty? Would we have this inequity? Let's listen to this very special feature. Being poor is the root of all evil.
They said money can't buy you happiness. But I met a poor man who wanted to be rich, but I've never met a rich man who wanted to be poor. To me, that would be the equivalent of a skinny person wanting to go on a diet. And before I give all you YouTubers fuel for your comments, let me address this real quick. Yeah, there are skinny people who diet, but they're known as anorexic, which is commonly regarded as an illness within society. But I digress. Yeah, I'm religious, but I never read anywhere where it said I'd be happy or poorer in any of the scriptures. They told me money was the root of all evil, but I had no response when I asked, but wasn't money created by people? If a farmer plants a seed and waters it, does he not take responsibility for his growth? Or would you now then not agree that you reap what you sow? My mother would say it best. Son, money can't buy you happiness, but neither can poverty. And this was even more apparent when I spent 5 days watching her struggling for breath on a hospital bed, wishing I could afford doctors who could look after her better, or at least a place where the visiting hours didn't end at 8, or at least a place where you had to be less observant, not to hear the Asian lady who with each cough sounded as though she was closer to death behind the next curtain, to the point where my mum would look me in the eyes and tell me that she'd be following her soon, she was certain, or at least I didn't have to work so late. I only thank God she's still with us today. Money can't buy you happiness. Nope. But it bought the petrol which took us to court, where we sat very unhappily and my sister wept, cause we were only one lost piece of documentation away from being made homeless, cause we could no longer afford to pay the rent. Ask the beggar if he's happy sleeping on the pavement. The shopkeeper only smiles at the customer cause he sees an opportunity for a payment. I asked my colleague what day of the week made him happiest, just to see what he may say. His response was payday. Are you happy when the tax man requests his back? What about when you receive the letters full of bills from Postman Pat? Or with your insurance, TV, phone bill, MOT and road tax? But I was told money starts remorse, divorce and discriminatory laws, chores, discourse and obligatory wars. Well, let me address that topic. Is money the root of all these problems, or is the root of all these problems the lack of it? Now please don't confuse me to be naive or believe that my life will be better because I can now afford a pair of jeans with Levi's stitched on the back pocket. But I would most definitely be happier if I could afford to buy my family a house with that profit. Do not confuse human greed with human need. People go to war over oil because they want more. People kill the love because they feel they do not have enough. If anything, money is the innocent party in all of this. My verdict is that you can only judge the money is if the way a person earns it is dishonest or its uses is filthy. But all in all, sat in front of a jury, wouldn't that make the user of the money rather than the money guilty? Think about it. You know, the preacher left the mosque telling us that we didn't need to be rich and money shouldn't trouble you, as he adjusted the Rolex watch on his wrist and stepped into his new BMW. I was never unhappy as a child, although we weren't the richest, because my mother and my dad did their best to keep up their appearance. But what I always wondered was, did not knowing how they were next going to provide for their children ever make them happy as parents. But if you grew up in Wood Green, you would truly understand. Cause round here we never had no role model who was a rich woman or man. But you know what I be? Well, unless you're looking through some other eyes, from where I'm standing I have no reason to believe otherwise. I know nobody goes to school for all these years just so they can emerge as a happy student. Then they'll claim, look at all these celebrities that have been unhappy. Well, let me be clear about it. I'm sure there's just as many unhappy broke people, but you just don't hear about it. Money is the medium by which earthly success is measured. Or maybe success is measured by how many people you bless. I don't know. But I know money is the reason Africa has a lot of respect for Bono. And I'm sure he's blessed a lot of people. And they'll say that we shouldn't chase money and make us feel like it's a desire of the pagans, but then after the prayer they ask for our donations. Is it the fear of failure that leads us to believe the desire for wealth is wrong? Money can't buy you love, agreed. But don't you love those around you to want to provide them with everything that they need? And I'm not advocating loving money, because only a fool would love an object that can't love him back. But if you love those around you, would you not persevere in your means to make their living better? And money is just an object. Don't blame it for anything, it's merely a tool. So it won't solve your problems unless you learn not just how to make it, but rather make it work for you. Because at the end of the day, even Michael went broke. And that's what I believe. But like I said, this is only my view. And like any view, one-sided it is, because it's that of a broke man. Hopefully this is only part one, and I can hit you up with the other side of it when I get rich. Peace, God willing.
Well, that's a lot of foods for thought now. Can we honestly say that money is the root of all evil? Or can we say being poor is the root of all evil? Let's meditate on that for a few moments. As meditating on that, I'd like to get some feedback from the studio, and we'll go to our young friend here, Whitney.
Well, I believe money is the root of all evil, because being poor is not the root of all evil, because most people that are poor, they're actually more happy with the little that they have, they're satisfied with that they have. But there are some that are just greedy and they get the money and then they're still not happy. So that's just my feedback on that question.
Thank you so much, with Mrs. Barker.
Being poor is not the root of all evil. You do need money to survive. Money is a necessity in everyday life, but that does not allow you to use it as the root of all evil.
Thank you. And for audiences, you can call us at text 899-7657. That's 899-7657. What is the root of all evil? In your mind, is it being poor or is it money? And while we meditate on that, we would like to play this very special feature for you. Never give up on your dreams. Irrespective of the situation that you're in, never on your dreams, facing life's reality.
I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. that some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life. That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself and say, God, why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. I'm not trying to steal or rob from anybody. Why did this have to happen to me? For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. Their rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us.
It's very important for you to believe that you are the one. Most people, they raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves. That a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. And most people don't work on their dreams. Why? One is because of fear. The fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? These are not risk takers.
You spend so much time with other people. You spend so much time trying to get people to like you. You know other people more than you know yourself. You studied them. You know about them. You want to hang out like them. You want to be just like them. And you know what? You've invested so much time in them, you don't know who you are. I challenge you to spend time by yourself.
It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning.
When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you're following other people, as long as you're being a copycat, you will never ever be the best copycat in the world. But you will be the best you could be. I'm telling you to define your value.
That everybody won't see it. That everybody won't join you, that everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that you are an uncommon breed. It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more. The people that are living their dream are finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them.
If you want to be more successful, if you want to have and do stuff you ain't never done before, number two, I'm asking you to invest in you. To invest in you.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. That you don't have to go through life being a victim. And even though you face disappointments, you have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself.
This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it, period.
No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities.
And some of you right now, you want to be, you know what I'm saying, you want to go to the next level. I want to counsel, you know, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor. Listen to me, you can't get to that level. You can't get to the level economically where you want to be until you start investing in your mind. You're not reading books. I'm challenging y'all to go to conferences. I dare you to invest time. I dare you to be alone. I dare you to spend an hour getting to know yourself. When you become who you are, when you become the person that you were created to be, designed to be who you were designed to be, when you become an individual, what you do is you take yourself and you start separating yourself from other people. I tell you to get to a place where people don't like you, it don't even bother you no more. Why? Because you're not concerned with trying to make them happy, because you're trying to blow up. You're trying to get to the next level. I need you to invest in your mind. Invest in your mind. If you still talk about about your goal, but you have not done anything. Just take the first step.
That you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way. Don't let nobody steal your dream. After we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through. What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. You can live your dream.
Never give up on your dreams.
You're listening to Just Talking Love, broadcasting from News Talk 93 FM right here on the beautiful modern campus of the University of the West Indies in Kingston, Jamaica. We're about to take a short break. We'll be back with you momentarily.